Welcome to the AlzAuthors podcast. We're so glad you found us. We're the global community of authors writing about Alzheimer's and dementia from personal experience to light the way for others. I'm Marianne Sciucco, a registered nurse, author, and dementia daughter.
And I'm Christy Byrne Yates, a licensed educational psychologist, dementia daughter, AlzAuthor, and coach focused on the sandwich generation. Please join us for bi-weekly episodes with our authors as we talk about their dementia journeys, sharing intimate details and painfully obtained knowledge to help others currently on that path.
We hope these stories offer you comfort and support as we strive to break the silence and stigma surrounding a dementia diagnosis.
May one of our authors speak to your experience.
This is the Whole Care Network. Helping you tell your story one podcast at a time. Content presented in the following podcast is for information purposes only. Views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the host and guest and may not represent the views and opinions of the Whole Care Network. Always consult with your physician for any medical advice, and always consult with your attorney for any legal advice. And thank you for listening to the Whole Care Network.
Hi, this is Roseanne Corcoran, host of Daughterhood the Podcast and a proud member of AlzAuthors. I wanted to share some exciting news. AlzAuthors has a merchandise store. That's right, now you can buy t-shirts, sweatshirts, caps, bags, and more in various colors and AlzAuthors logos. You can even customize them for an additional charge. All proceeds from the merchandise store benefit AlzAuthors, so we can continue our mission of not only sharing the web's most comprehensive collection of books and blogs on Alzheimer's disease and dementia, but also support our podcast, Untangling Alzheimer's and Dementia, where each author shares their personal journey to help you learn and cope with an Alzheimer's or dementia diagnosis. You can find the store on AlzAuthors.com or in the show notes. Thank you, and remember, you are not alone.
Hi, Marianne. Welcome back to the podcast. It's good to see you.
Hey, Christy. Great to see you too.
And I am excited that we're talking today because we have something really fun to talk about. And I want our listeners and our followers to know what we're up to. You came up with this great idea for a celebration for our 10th anniversary, and it's a film festival for this fall, and it's going to be starting soon. So we want to tell people about it. So Marianne, can you tell us how you came up with this brainstorm for a film festival?
Well, several of the authors in our collection here have created films. They're filmmakers, and some of them have written books. Some of them do podcasts. They have a lot going on. And so when I realized that we had several excellent films available for our followers to watch, to view, to learn, I thought, gee, wouldn't it be great to put it all together in a singular event? So we decided, since it's the 10th anniversary for AlzAuthors this year, why don't we do it now? We'll do it in the fall. We invited 5 filmmakers to join us. They all said yes, so we're really excited about their enthusiasm. And so we're going to be kicking this off in September.
That's right.
Throughout the fall, the last film will be in December. So you have time. It's not like a rush thing where, all of a sudden you have to watch 5 films in a day. That's not what we're doing. We've got it scheduled out so people can watch these films at home at their convenience. We're not gathering to watch the film. We'll give you the link when you register. You receive all the links to the films, and then you get to watch them whenever you can, wherever you can, at your convenience, at your leisure. This is to be a relaxing event, not something to stress over. And then the best part is that we will be gathering with each one of these filmmakers online for a discussion, and you can join us and hear what they have to say about their films, find out what they're all about, make your comments, meet some other folks, and that's really the festival part of the film festival.
Yeah, so it's really cool, and it's sort of just to let everybody know. Instead of our book club that we usually do each month, we're doing a film each month. So that's really cool. And you know what I love about this is that we are now bringing all kinds of different Alzheimer's related medium to people, right? We've got
Right.
books, we've got podcasters we've interviewed. Now we've got filmmakers and we have poets, and we really are kind of getting into everything. And it's just because it's so important for people who are caregivers or people who are on their own personal journey with dementia to be able to connect on all kinds of levels. So I think this is super exciting. So let's tell people, if you could tell me a little bit and tell our group here about the different filmmakers we have. So we have some exciting folks.
Oh yeah. First off, we're kicking it off with Mary Crescenzo, who has been a member of AlzAuthors for several years now with her book called The Planet Alzheimer's Guide.
Yeah,
And the Planet Alzheimer's Guide is based upon her work with elders in care settings,
right.
working with people with dementia using art.
Yes,
Mary's an
yes,
artist. She's a musician. She's an actress. She's produced a film.
yeah.
She's a poet. She's a beautiful, beautiful writer.
Right,
And so, yeah, so what she did was she created a play called Planet A.
right,
It was performed in her community in Los Angeles, and created a film from that, which is very unique. I found when I watched it. It's a little over an hour long, and it's not like a movie where it has a plot and you follow along and there's actors acting out roles. It's not like that at all. She has initiated different members, I believe, of her acting community to read several of the vignettes in her play.
right,
So you move
right,
from one character talking about something, some type of event or situation or aspect of dementia from the point of view of someone living with dementia or
right.
someone with a dementia and professional caregivers and the whole kind of crowd that surrounds that. And when I first started watching it, I was kind of like, what? But as it went on, what I found was the writing was extremely beautiful, brilliant
Yes,
writing, and that's what
yes.
really got me.
Yeah, yeah.
Think when you view this, you will walk away really stunned with the kind of work that she's done, but with a really deep understanding of what it's like for people living with
Right.
dementia, caring for someone with dementia.
Because we're really hearing the voice of people, and it's so hard for us looking from the outside in, and Mary has done something to help us see the inside. So that's really wonderful. So
Mhm.
Planet A, that's a great one. We have another one in September. Who's our second? We have two in September, as I recall.
Actually, yeah, too. Well, we have Susie Singer Carter,
Yeah,
who people may know from her podcast, Love Conquers Alls. She's also produced a film called My Mom and the Girl, which
right.
is really great. So she's been with AlzAuthors for a while for both of those projects. But now Susie has been working for like a year or two on a documentary
Yeah,
called
very, very powerful.
No Country for Old People. And it's based upon her experience with her mom when her mom went into memory care at the end of her life. Unfortunately for Susie and her family, they did not have a good experience, and it opened
Right,
her eyes to a lot of things. And being a filmmaker, she wanted to apply her skills and talents to raising awareness of what's going on in some facilities. This
right,
is not
right.
to say all facilities are horrible. We know that's not true. But Susie uncovered a lot of serious issues involved
Sure.
elder care, and people
Right.
need to be aware of that if that's their route, if they're heading that way.
Yeah, and she has a person involved in this who also was part of the documentary or the films. It was a film that was looking at the opioid crisis. So she's got some really cool people involved in this, and it really is sort of a, as you say, an expose around things that could do sometimes happen, unfortunately. And these kinds of projects are so necessary to raise the awareness so that we can all work to be better. It's not like anything other than let's all work to be better. And we know that in most every circumstance, there's a way to do something better. And so it's so important the work she's doing. I love this. It's great.
And yeah, and Susie's docuseries, it's 3 parts, just launched on Amazon Prime.
Right.
You can catch it there. We'll provide a link to a registration form where you will receive the links to watch all the films.
So people can watch Susie's on Amazon Prime right now. So that's already out there, and that's great. And we
Right.
encourage people to do that. And then we'll have at the registration, when people register, they'll get all the dates for all of the events, the live events where you can, instead of being with our book author, you're going to be with our filmmaker. Okay, so that's Mary Crescenzo and Susie Singer Carter. And then in October, we have another filmmaker that has been on some of our podcasts before, and he's a wonderful gentleman. So can you tell us a little bit about our October filmmaker?
So yeah, in October we have a wonderful filmmaker in his film. It's Frank Silverstein, and he did a film called Lousy, Love in the Time of Dementia, which was about his experience with his 2 parents who both had dementia together at the same time. So for the family, this was quite devastating and problematic, but for his parents, they were still in love and supporting each other in their way. And he captured a lot of the situations on film. When he realized how serious the situation was, being a filmmaker, he turned to his camera and started just taking video of what was going on. And then later he put it together. It's a short film, it's like 20 minutes. So it doesn't take a long time to watch. But I think that in just a short time, you are given a really strong glimpse into what is going on with dementia, especially when 2 people have it together, which is, as you know, because you experienced it yourself, it's, I call it the double whammy.
Yeah.
It's more
Yeah.
problematic because you don't have the support of the other parent.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. So yeah, so that one will be brilliant. And Frank is just wonderful. And we've had him on a couple other podcasts, and he's just so
Right.
generous with
Hmm.
his sharing his vulnerability and his experience. And so it's really terrific. And then we have a real treat in November because we have another, I think, fairly well-known filmmaker doing another documentary that was, I think, really cool. And so can you tell us about our November edition?
Yes, Kitty Norton came to us years ago with her blog, and she was caring for her mom. And throughout her caregiving journey, she had this blog and she developed an audience and had a lot of support from other caregivers. And after her mom passed, she decided she was going to take a trip, a cross-country trip in an RV to meet some of these people who became very good friends and supporters, and filmed it.
Yeah.
It's called Wine, Women, and Dementia. And this is a very well-known film. It's been on PBS for quite a while now.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's won a lot of accolades for it. And it really is insightful and informative. And I think people would get a lot out of it. It's a little over an hour long, I think. It's not too long. But I think that people will really enjoy the different vignettes and meeting the different caregivers that she connected with along the way.
Yes.
Tried to have fun. They tried to be lighthearted. Some people were still on a dementia journey. Some people's had concluded. So they shared a lot about caregiving and grief and all of that.
Yes.
So that's a great film.
Yeah, it's great because it really opens our eyes to the experience of the caregiver and how it changes our lives in that process. And I think that that's a really pivotal point too. So far we've got really great films kind of talking to us about, we've got a couple documentaries, we've got some, a theatrical performance from Mary Crescenzo. And then we have Kitty Norton's film, Wine, Women, and Dementia. And we're wrapping up. This is so brilliant. We're wrapping up in December with our final film, and I love the title and I love the premise. So tell us a little bit about our final film.
The final film is called The Present, and it was written and produced by Nathan Brown, who is with Exposed Dementia. And he wrote a film about a family in the aftermath of losing someone with Alzheimer's during the holidays.
It's a great bookend because it just really, first of all, it's the present, but it is about the grief that comes after and how does a family put all of that together.
Right.
So
And
I think
it's
it's
like
great.
a well-acted, dramatic type of film. It's
Yeah.
not a documentary or anything like that.
So again, that's a nice bookend, right? We start with Mary, a theatrical sort of introduction to what people who have Alzheimer's might be feeling, thinking, experiencing. And then we hear about different caregiving families throughout with Susie Singer Carter, with Frank, with Kitty Norton. And then, wow, what a nice wrap up at the end. So I think we've laid this out really well. And I love this vision you had for this. And I think it's going to be a great offering for our podcast listeners, our YouTube viewers, and we hope that you share this with other people because these are the kinds of things that can really help people to grasp what's going on with them. So we will have stuff in our newsletter, so definitely go to AlzAuthors.com if you're not already a member and register and get our updates about this. What else can we tell people? What else do they need to know?
Well, I think that's it. We did an
Yeah.
event like this in the past for a movie called Keys, Bags, Names, Words, which you can find
Right.
on our website, on our podcast. And it worked really well. We had
Yeah.
the filmmakers show up for that, for a film discussion after everybody viewed the movie. And people like the format. It's a
Yeah.
little different. We aren't showing the film where everybody watches it together.
Right.
That seems to be problematic technologically. So we wanted to avoid any glitches. So we thought it would be best for people to see the movies out at their own convenience.
Perfect. I love that. And I love it that we are then talking to the filmmakers. So we're kind of offering you two things. We're offering you links to be able to see great films that talk about different aspects of the dementia journey. And you get an opportunity to talk to a filmmaker. Maybe you're somebody who wants to make a film one day. Maybe you're somebody who just really loves the film format and that medium. So I think it's pretty cool that we're bringing this into our family here.
Yep. So go to the website, AlzAuthors.com. It'll be on the homepage. You can register. Once you do, you get the links to everything.
Great. That's fantastic. And this is all in celebration of 10 amazing years of AlzAuthors. So don't forget to donate. Hey, if it's $10 for 10 years, that's great. If you got more than that, let's do that too.
Thanks, Christy.
So as we were saying, we're very excited for this 10th anniversary and to celebrate a film festival. Thank you very much for listening, and go to AlzAuthors.com to find out more about the film festival, to find out more about AlzAuthors, and to donate. Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to Untangling Alzheimer's and Dementia, an AlzAuthors podcast. For more details on this episode, please see the show notes. If you enjoyed the podcast, please leave a review and subscribe to it on whichever platform you use to listen to your favorite podcasts. For more information on AlzAuthors, please visit AlzAuthors.com. While you're there, be sure to browse our online bookstore, where you will find hundreds of carefully vetted books on Alzheimer's and dementia. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Please email your thoughts on the podcast to AlzAuthors@gmail.com. We are a 501c3 charitable organization, totally reliant on donations to do what we do. If our authors' stories move you, please consider contributing to our cause. Remember, you are not alone. One can sing a lonely song, but we chose to form a choir and create harmony.
AlzAuthors is celebrating 10 years in 2025. Please help us celebrate. How, you might ask? I'm Christy Byrne Yates, and I'm an AlzAuthor and also the co-host of our podcast, Untangling Alzheimer's and Dementia. Here's how you can help us celebrate this year. Visit our website and subscribe to our newsletter at AlzAuthors.com. Like and subscribe to our podcast, Untangling Alzheimer's and Dementia. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Buy books from our authors. We have over 400 authors and every genre is represented. Finally, donate. It's our 10th anniversary, so consider $10 donation or $10,000, whatever works for you. Your generous donation allows us to continue to bring you wonderful authors and informative and supportive content for your dementia journey. We're a registered 501c3 organization, so your donation is tax deductible. Remember, you are not alone.
Hi, this is Vicki Tapia from AlzAuthors. If you're a caregiver looking for support on your dementia journey, please visit our website at AlzAuthors.com. You'll find hundreds of resources written by caregivers and professionals in Alzheimer's and dementia care to offer you knowledge, comfort, and guidance in an easily accessible format. That's AlzAuthors.com. Remember, you are not alone.